Hey race fans, sorry for the late upload, but I wanted to do a video on an event I competed in back in October. As you've probably seen, I have had the opportunity to partake in racing my sprint car in the annual American Speed Festival held at one of my home tracks, the M1 Concourse, a 1.5 mile 11-turn road course located in Pontiac, Michigan. Wait, a sprint car on a road course? Yep, you've heard that right. I drove a purposely built left-turning race car on a flipping road course. You're probably thinking, that's impossible. They're supposed to be only turning left. Well, after some adjustments made to my car, like putting right side tires on the left side and evening out the wheelbase to the chassis and some pre-event testing, my team and I were able to make a sprint car race on a road course. And here's how it went down. All right, we are now at the track. Everything's here, the car's all set up. And yeah, there is a lot of really cool stuff here. But first, before we get into all that stuff, I want to show you guys what I did to my race car to make it turn right. All right, so what I did to this car to make it turn right, we ended up putting right side tires where typically the left side would be. So a right rear, we had literally had to space out a bunch of stuff. As you can see back there, we put a right front on this tire, straight pipe the thing. Wing is pretty much kept the same in terms of like structure and all that. We have this side still left up. As you can see, both right rear tires on the rear axle. Spacing, we had to work around that to make this right rear come on out. So we got a few hours until our first session, the morning session goes on out, but some of these cars here that you can see behind me, I mean, you've got old Indy cars, vintage road racing cars, drift cars, GT cars, old Lotuses, NASCAR cars, you name it, everything's here at this American Festival of Speed, and it's one of the greatest events that you can come on out to. So we're gonna wait until drivers meeting and then the first session, and then we'll go on out and I'll show you how to get around this track in a sprint car, which is gonna be insane. So right off the bat, you're going to notice two things. One is we actually had a pusher behind us to start the car. There was nothing wrong with the car. It's just sprint cars are direct drive, and you have to have a pusher of some kind of like four-wheeler or a push truck to actually start the car. These cars don't have starters or transmission. They're just direct drive. So once you spin the rear tires, you're spinning over the motor and you start it that way. Another thing you're going to notice is that we're also taking the reverse layout of the course. This was because the reverse layout had more left-handers than right-handers, and essentially when you're taking a left-turning race car and putting it on a road course, you want to go easy on the left side and without doing as many adjustments as you possibly can to actually take those right turns. So that's why we took the reverse layout of the track. Yeah, you're going to notice a lot in this video that when I go to take right-handers, I have to like back up my entry. Again, this is a left-turning race car on a road course. One of the things that we didn't change before we came here were the torsion bars. These act as sway bars on sprint cars, and you have like a stiff torsion bar, which is a bar of a bigger diameter, or a bar of a smaller diameter. We had the smallest diameters in the left side. So when I went to go take the right-handers, the left side of the car would just drop onto the ground and just kind of drag. We also had a split angle in the car that raised the right side up more than the left side, so that didn't help either. So throughout the video, you'll start to hear like a grinding sound. That's actually the left side of the car, the chassis dragging onto the ground because the bars were so soft and there was so much corner load going in the car. And it would not help me turning, so I had to get my entry and the amount of speed that I carry into these right-handers so perfect. But now I want to do something interesting. So right here we have a transponder in the car, and I got in touch with the folks at M1 to actually set a track record for a sprint car on the course. So we're going to see how fast we can go, push the limit, and see what we can do. Because I'm interested to see what this does. I want to actually see what the limit is in this car. I've been only going around like 80, 75% around the thing, but let's turn it up to 100. And so, that's it. Currently, me and my car hold the track record for a sprint car at the M1 Concourse, a 1 minute, 10-second .430 lap around the reverse layout of the racetrack. There were some things that we could have done better to the car, like putting stiffer torsion bars on the left side, or evening out the crossway just to have the left-handers be a little bit better on the chassis. But hey, those are some things to try for next year. A big thanks to my team and especially the CEO of the M1 Concourse, Tim McGrain, for the opportunity to be a part of such an event. I personally had a blast ripping my car around the course, and I think maybe I might have started something new. Sprint cars on a road course. Hey, you never know. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. And as always, Godspeed.